Well, we're now on the third Monday of the trial. A lot of people thought this would be over within the 2 weeks, but it's still going strong. I'll talk a little bit more about what's been happening today in a little while. But third week into the trial, it is becoming quite a marathon. Something which has kept our spirits up and is increasingly clearly annoying the prosecution is that every day a court runner brings us a growing mound of post. All of it cards and letters from well-wishers, some of them party members, but actually the majority just from members of the public. And as I say, it's really good for our morale, and the prosecution's face, whenever they see it, they're furious. And we've heard little bits and pieces now that it's quite likely it's going to be a hung jury, so no proper decision. At that point, the Crown Prosecution Service have to decide, do they go for a retrial or do they just drop it? Normally they go for a retrial, but they're clearly concerned in this case that the amount of public support that we're getting, partly shown by the cards and letters, but also they know what's happening on our website, they know the kind of sympathy it's bringing in, the kind of donations it's bringing in, and it scares them. And every extra letter, every extra donation, every extra card coming to the court makes it more likely that when they come to decide, should we do it again, that they'll lose their nerve, and they won't, which should be good from a personal point of view. So just to give you an idea, this is cards that arrived today. Some of them are properly addressed. Nick Griffin and Mark Collett, Leeds Crown Court, 1 Oxford Row, Leeds, West Yorkshire, LS1 3BG. And others get there just as well. N Griffin, Leeds Crown Court. Nick Griffin and Mark Collett, Free Speech 2, Leeds Crown Court, Leeds. And the court runner like this one today, Leeds Crown Court, care of Nick Griffin, Leeds, Yorkshire. And so they go on. Lovely selection of cards. There's a little postcard here, postmarked Taunton, elderly person's handwriting. I'll do a cut there. Okay. Postmarked Taunton, elderly person's handwriting. Reads as this. Dear Mr. Griffin, on behalf of many old age pensioner friends, thank you for having the guts to speak the truth. You voiced many of the fears and worries of pensioners. In this area, pensioners have been put in prison for refusing to pay all their council tax, but brazen John Prescott, Deputy Prime Minister, owed thousands of pounds on just one of his luxury homes until his dishonesty was exposed very recently. The hypocrisy of Poodle Blair permeates the whole system of government. Prepare to be punished for speaking the truth. Don't Care Blair has swamped our tiny island home with immigrants from all over the world who contribute nothing but greedily use our welfare system to breed and invite their overseas relatives. Many pensioners' families were badly damaged by the great loss of life during the 1939-45 war. I lost 3 lovely brothers, one of 18 years, to protect this little country. Now Blair lets in millions to sponge off we taxpayers. Schools, prisons, hospitals are overcrowded with immigrants who, like Blair, don't give a damn for the country or we, the native indigenous people. Well, we've got a picture of this butterfly, which is a speckled wood butterfly, according to the Wildlife Trust, and the message in here. This British butterfly has become more common in recent years. That gives me hope for the future. Whatever happens, we'll continue to tell the truth. There's a letter here from a fellow in Lancashire, the £10 note attached. Dear Mr. Griffin, I've just been watching the reports of your trial on the TV, and I think it's a disgrace what they're doing to you and that other young man on trial with you. He's got me down as a young man, that's pretty good. I've never been so angry about anything before. You're in court for telling the truth and everyone knows it's the truth. I normally don't bother with this type of thing, but I can tell you from now I'll be voting for your BNP party next time. I enclose £5 and I'm only sorry I can't make it more, as I'm on a fixed income now and don't have much left over at the end of the week. Sorry, God bless you. Chris. And then on the bottom he's put a PS. Thinking about it, I can spare £10. God bless you again. And so they go on. More letters. Card of a watermill scene. To Nick and Mark, watching and listening to the blog. So this is someone who's actually looking at the website, unlike the others, and the News Media Daily. Thinking about you both. We know it's an outrage you are there at all. You're doing fantastic. Hang in there. We will. We will. One Christian card. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath our everlasting arms. Praying earnestly for you and Mark that God will grant you a great deliverance. May the Lord bless and keep you, from a Christian BNP supporter. and the letters and the cards and the press cuttings go on and on. And as I say, it really is nice. We really do appreciate it, and in a subtle sort of way, it's putting some pressure on the prosecution. Thanks very much.